Hello, my horror-loving dudes. I'm KillJoy Jake, and today we're not talking about Insidious 5. Oh no, we're talking about Insidious 6. What? Let's get into it.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Okay, real quick before we get into it, I just want to ask you guys one more time if y'all could subscribe to GULLGOTHA, my new gaming channel. I'm going to be playing a bunch of crazy horror games over there every other Wednesday or so make sure to check out those streams and check out some of the videos we got going up on that page. The link is in the description below. Go subscribe, it's going to be a fun time over there. Now getting into this crazy Insidious update. So obviously we have Insidious 5, The Red Door, coming out on July 7th of this year. We are getting very close to it, and old Jake is very excited for this flick. I love these movies so much, I think they are just so much fun, and we just got word that a 6th installment is in the works. Recently posted on Production Weekly, a movie titled Thread: An Insidious Tale is coming out relatively soon from writer-director Jeremy Slater. Jeremy is the showrunner of the very underrated The Exorcist show that only ran for like 2 seasons or so. I heard it was fantastic, I have yet to watch it though. But on the other hand, my man also did Moon Knight, and I could write essays on why I don't like that show. Read the comic, then watch the show. Tell me if those are the same thing. They're simply not. But anyways, I think Jeremy Slater is a pretty good choice for this. The guy has also written some underrated horror flicks from the 2010s, including The Lazarus Effect and Pet. I really liked both of those, and not enough people talk about them in my opinion. I'm excited to see what he brings to the Insidious franchise in installment number 6. The film will be starring Kumail Nanjiani, who you may know from Silicon Valley or this incredible shirtless pic of him that went viral a couple years ago. My man got in shape for the Eternals, damn. And it will also star Mandy Moore from 47 Meters Down and various other things, but this is a horror channel, so let's talk about the horror movie she's been in. The plot description reads, the film follows a grieving couple, Nick, played by Kumail Nanjiani, and Maddie, played by Mandy Moore, who have recently lost their daughter Zoe. With the help of a mysterious stranger, the couple finds themselves journeying into a terrifying supernatural realm known as the Further in an attempt to change the past and save their family. Now this is pretty interesting to me, to do an isolated story about a completely new set of characters. I really like when franchises do this. If it was like Prey or Spiral from the Book of Saw, I really enjoyed those movies and it was fun to see new characters deal with a similar threat. I'm really excited to see the Insidious franchise dive into that. I mean, look at like Insidious's 3 and 4. Like, yes, those are prequels that lead up to the first movie, sure, but they do kind of feel like their own isolated incidents with a similar set of characters. While Insidious's 1 and 2, and also this new one coming out in July, will focus on the Lambert family, I really like that 3 and 4 focus on the paranormal investigators and especially Elise. Maybe we can do something similar here in this Thread movie, which that's the title, Thread: An Insidious Tale. I don't know what that means, what the thread could be or whatever, but somehow there's a string, maybe a thread or something, they pull it and they get in trouble. I don't know. Now, they're still in the very early phases of making this movie, so like it may not even happen, but let's hope it does. Let's also talk a little bit about the Zoe character description, a character who is yet to be cast. Zoe is described as a 7 to 11-year-old girl, the kind of radiant, delightful kid who sings all day in the back seat. Zoe is a joy. The daughter of Nick and Maddie, she's a cheerful bundle of energy who likes to make sure the squirrels are well fed. While her parents unpack for their weekend trip at the cabin inside, Zoe suffers a tragic drowning accident while exploring in the backyard. Afterward, her parents risk anything and everything to change the past and bring their family together again. So from all of this, it seems like we're going to be following a story very similar to the first movie, but not exactly the same. Instead of Dalton going into a coma and they have no idea what to do about it, the kid actually dies. And then we'll probably have some sequence with an Elise-like character, maybe the dude character, Carl, that was like her friend. That could be kind of cool if they brought him into this. That would be pretty cool if they did something like that, kind of connecting everything together. Hell yeah. Maybe our couple somehow gets sent into the Further. Maybe one of them has the power to do that, and they're able to go to this cabin, like from their house, and then save Zoe. Because as we've learned in some of the past Insidious flicks, time works very, very differently in the Further. I loved the reveal in Insidious 2 that the person knocking at the door and opening the door and freaking out the Lambert family in the very beginning of the first Insidious flick was actually Josh Lambert during the events of Insidious Chapter 2. That's crazy. I regularly hear this argument about Insidious that it's just another paranormal franchise with exorcisms and all that, but like, it has so much more to offer than just that. It's such a different take on the same idea. The idea of the further is so much more different than just like the typical afterlife and all that. It plays with it big time. While it is very modern, it has this old school classic monster vibe to it because every single movie has a different demon to it. It's almost like it's showcasing it. If it's the man that can't breathe, the lipstick demon, the key face guy, I love them all. From the trailer, we already know that Insidious 5 is going to be dealing with the lipstick demon again, but I'm really excited to see if we get some kind of different demon in this movie. Maybe Zoe's drowning accident was no accident after all. Ever since I started this channel all the way back in 2019, I have been covering Insidious 5, and I have been saying how much I want to see the lipstick demon back in this franchise. But at the same time, I do want another movie with a new demon, and this could be the opportunity to do that. Don't get me wrong, I am so excited for Insidious 5. We're like almost a month away. Like, I can't believe how close this thing is. I've been covering this like for the longest time on this page. It's the oldest movie I've been covering that we've yet to see. And now we're finally going to see Joseph Bashara back as the lipstick demon, and I'm just so excited for that. I'm so hyped for Insidious 5. I've been hearing some rumblings that it's not all that great, but I was hearing the same things about Insidious: The Last Key, and I still really enjoyed that movie all the way back in 2018. So something tells me old Jake is gonna like this one. What do you think about Thread and Insidious tale so far, though? Obviously, we don't know too much about it, but what do you think about these very brief and vague plot descriptions, character descriptions, who the fuck Zoe is? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this little update on the Insidious franchise. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. Please consider supporting me on Patreon if you want to see this channel grow, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.